So let me turn this down because if I put this video up, they're going to block it because of I don't have rights to this song. But I don't usually do... First of all, happy Valentine's Day. Yes, I did get all glammed up for you guys. And why not? I mean, if you don't have a Valentine... your friends could be a Valentine. Your fur babies can be a Valentine. Your family members, like my son, will always be my Valentine. But if you don't have a lover Valentine, still do the things that you would do if they were here. Like if my Valentine was here, I would still, well, I don't know if I would be wearing this. I'd probably be wearing something a whole lot sexier if we even got out of bed. But still do the things that you would do if you had your partner with you. So for you single people out there, that's what I do. I wake up every day and I still take care of myself. I still love on myself like I would my lover. So when he shows up, nothing will be different. It'll still be the same routine. And I also think that you're sort of manifesting by taking action, like as if you do have your soulmate, your life partner, your husband, your boo, your bae, whatever. Fill in the blank of whatever you call that person, that special someone. So I rarely focus on love on my readings. If they come up, they come up. But my wheelhouse is more on your life purpose, tapping into your gifting, and where you're progressing in terms of your growth in your life. That's why I do my weeklies. And I think that there's a lot of gifted love readers. So I don't need to be in a wheelhouse that I'm not in. But for today, I decided to pull out all my love cards during Virtue. This deck, I don't pull this deck out a lot because it's hard to shuffle. And then, of course, the Sexual Magic love cards. But to balance all of this love and sexual energy here, I've got the Ghetto Tarot. Right? What a better way to balance out the energy by bringing out the Ghetto Tarot. So I thought I would do that too. So let me stop this music and let's breathe. Let's ground our energy first, and then we'll get this love reading going. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Awesome. And you can always feel free to fast forward this part if it's not for you. But we're going to start with, I'd like to hear some music, and we're going to go with my slow dance playlist and let the angelic team control the playlist, if I can get this. I'm trying to do this without my glasses, you know. I need to get my eyes examined. I have a very challenging eye prescription. I have a -13 and a -11.5, sometimes a 12. Sometimes this is a -12.5. I mean, I keep the doctors on their toes when it comes to trying to find the right prescription for me. I had one eye doctor. I went in one week and I went in the next week, and he was like, "This is fascinating. Your eye prescription switched." He just couldn't keep up with me. And I don't know what it is, but yeah, I have -13. I don't know if you even know what that's like. That's with contact lenses. With glasses, it's a little, it's stronger. So somebody told me that people with bright eyes tend to see the worst. So I believe that. I believe like when I'm in like the mall, or if I'm in places where there's lots of like fluorescent lighting, it blinds me. Like I cannot see. Okay. I hope this isn't too loud. This song is When Sorry Seems to Be the Hardest Words to Say. Forgiveness is divine. And I've said before, I have a PhD in forgiveness. You know, it's hard for me. You know, how can I expect my Creator to forgive me for the things that I do and the mistakes that I make if I can't forgive somebody else? So if you don't have a love today, a love boo, bae, a partner, and maybe you're not speaking or you're on the outs, sometimes, you know, if they develop the courage to reach out, just listen. I hear that a lot. Just listen. Don't be the Queen of Swords. Don't cuss their ass out. And be open to forgiveness, because you would want that for yourself, right? So we have signs from the universe through music. Ooh, I have these two. So sad. Oh, healing family issues. So if you're at odds with the family, I've been at odds with, I'm going to tell you the truth, I've been at odds with family and friends since April 2020. You know, March 2020 was the big hit, but then as months went on and more information and then isolation and then, you know, turning on the news and people dying every day, put me at odds with a lot of people. And, you know, saying sorry is hard. But if they do say sorry, you know, be open to hearing what they have to say, because everybody does the best with where they are. And you can say sorry. It doesn't mean that the relationship has to be the same. That's the thing. I think people think if you say sorry, that means we go back. Let me pedal back because I'm on a pedal chair. You know, you go back to where you were and you start from there. But no, sometimes when you heal family issues, or sometimes your friends are your family, and you or they or whatever, people say sorry, people accept forgiveness. It doesn't mean that it has to be the same. It just means that it changes. Maybe it changes in a different way. Maybe the boundaries are more respected. Maybe the relationship is more respected. Or maybe people just love each other and they love each other from where they are and they move on. But keep an open mind with how that's supposed to look like. Whether in your relationships, your love with your family and your friends, or with your lover. So, healing family issues and keep an open mind. What else do you want us to know, ancestors? Heart-to-heart conversations. This is a call to do exactly what I just said. Like, sometimes there needs to be a conversation just so that people can understand that they are at different places in their lives, and this is where they are. And can you accept them for where they are? Can you move on without being angry about the differences? Can you accept that people have changed and that's just where they are? In any case, this card is a call for people to grow up and talk. Now, if this is for the single ladies, because and men, but let's tell the truth, most people that tap into tarot readings or angel readings are usually women. Who fills up the churches? Women. Who's filling up the colleges? Women. Who's breaking the ceiling? Women. Who's tuning into tarot readings and wants healing and understanding of the heart chakra? Women, mainly. And then there are men too. But if I address women more, that's why. But it's for you men too. You divine masculines. I should do a reading just for you guys. Maybe I'll make the effort and do a reading just for the divine masculines, because they need healing. They need healing in a bad way, and there's nothing to support them. Not enough. There's not enough male healers out there. There's not enough, like even in yoga. Like my yoga classes are primarily filled with women, except I do teach to the men. And there was one class I had, it was all men. I didn't have a single female in the room. And I when I was teaching, when I was in it, I had more men in my class than women, but it could be because my classes are super freaking hard. My classes are hard because life is hard, and I don't apologize for that. I have been talked about to the front, to the back, to the side of me about she preaches too much, she's too hard, she's too fast, she speaks the truth, I just want to stretch. And that's not, my class ain't for you, boo-boo. But I did have a lot of men in my class, and you don't see a lot of male teachers, a lot of male yoga teachers. And then when there were male yoga teachers, the women loved it. You got a full class by default because you were an abnormally. But so we need more male healers. We need more male healers, and not just male healers in a way that they're talking about relationships, how to get over this one, how to talk like a man, how to be a feminine, how to be a masculine. Like you've got men over there talking about, oh, women, you need to, we're the prize, you're not the prize anymore. We need more men on the platforms to help men to heal their hearts, to teach them to speak out with love, to teach them to use their third eye and their intuition. Where are those healers? Where are those preachers and teachers? I'm calling out for them because the world needs them. Okay. See why I don't do love readings? I go back into talking about life and life obstacles, but we're going to talk about love. So we have 4 cards on the table. We have a key, and I'm on my cycle bike because the body in motion stays in motion, and I'm healing. Okay. Playfulness. Play is healing. Look at them. They're on the swing. She's like, hey. He's like, hey. They're having a great time. Sometimes that's what you need. You just need to play. Have some fun. Fun is healing. Fun is vital. Fun is fundamental to life. Because you're either going to have fun or go mental. Have some fun. To the joy I bring, I want to give you all my love. Thank you, angels, for putting that song on. Okay, so you want me to go ahead and... My beloved, the color in this deck, it's really dark, so I need my glasses. And I hate the purple glare because these are readers that are meant for... computer use, like not just for books, but computers, to protect my eyes, but it gives this funky glow. Okay, my beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we are always united. For the love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So if you feel like, because you're not with the person that your heart and your soul is yearning for, just know that if you're going to bed at night with the person in your mind, maybe not the actual physical person, but if you wake up to them in your mind and you go to sleep with them on your mind, that says something. That says something huge. And let me tell you something. I would not want to be the woman going to bed with a man who isn't thinking of me when we go to bed and isn't thinking of me when we wake up in the morning. You can actually be closer to somebody. Though it says, though we are physically apart. When you're mentally in someone's mind and in their hearts, you're actually closer than the body laying next to them. Okay, I think this one is jumping up my heart. So I'm going to put these away that fell out, and we'll talk about this one. That's what's going to take. This is what it's going to take, you guys. Oh, I love it. It's the tree, but it says manifesting miracles. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow the guidance because you're manifesting miracles. I got to tell you, dating was hard enough. Dating during COVID, you need a miracle. That's what I've been preaching. I decided to come out of my single closet and start dating in 2018 after focusing on myself and healing my heart and getting rid of soul ties. Yes, I stopped having sex for many, many years for the purpose of purging soul ties, because that's how serious I decided to take my heart. And I just didn't want to waste any more time with just, I hate to say it, fuck boys, you know, fuck buddies. I never was that type, but sometimes you can end up being with those people because they're not telling the truth of their intentions. So, but, you know, I decided in 2018, after I attended a Tony Robbins Unleash the Power, thank God I went, because he's, you know, you can't do that anymore. I was in an arena with 21,000 people from 71 different countries. You want to talk about manifesting stuff? What do you think happens when a healer like Tony, because Tony Robbins is a healer, he's a preacher. He's not a church preacher, he's a life preacher. And he had 21,000 people jumping up and down, screaming, like we were celebrating like the stuff was real. He made us feel it, that it was real. And in that time, I manifested two things. I said, the first thing I want is I want my yoga body back, because I fell off the train and I let myself gain 30 pounds because I was being abstinent. So what did I do? I got rid of one and I took on another addiction. I took on the addiction of food and gained 30 pounds as a result. But the second manifestation was my life partner, because I was done being with anything that wasn't vibrating at the level that I was at. And then COVID happened, like 2019, the wheels were moving, things were in motion, personal trainer. I started to see the pounds dropping off, and the addiction to sugar and carbs and all of that falling off, and alcohol, that was another big one. And then 2020 happened, and I was really like coming into my space, and I started dating in 2019, started, going back out there. It was still a jungle, but I had a peace and a power on me that was different. And I got to tell you, it was the manifestation power, being with 21,000 people who are all doing the same thing, manifesting big things, big change, because we were sick and tired of being sick and tired. And it was working. Things were moving in my favor. And then COVID happened. So if you are single and you're feeling, you're feeling doubtful, let these readings give you hope. Put on your makeup. Put on your sexy... Look, I'm staying in my house. I'm still dressed up for Valentine's Day. This is part of how you manifest. I manifested with 21,000 people, and I believe in that power. So don't give up hope. Don't give up hope on your sacred union. Don't give up hope. Manifesting is real. And it says manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart. I trust what I did in that room with 21,000 people. I trust the action and the steps that I was taking in 2019. It may have been derailed in 2020, but I'm good with that, because every day I wake up like I'm waking up in union with my divine partner. And this says, honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. So I act like I'm in union. So this reading is for single people, because guess what? People who are in love and are in union don't follow tarot readers. They're out there having their happy time with their partners. So you're single, you're tuning in and you're single. Every day, you're going to manifest this union by acting as if it were. Don't wait. Act as if it were. Act like you're in your union. That's what we're going to do. And so these cards here, I don't know what's going to come up, because these cards are they're very lustful. Oh. King of Pentacles. This one's not so lustful. That's probably because you're not in a relationship. But the King of Pentacles is the guy he's a successful, rich, entrepreneur. The King of Pentacles is typically a self-made man. And his counterpart is over there. They're not looking at each other. He's looking this way. She's looking that way. They're close, but they're not facing each other. Okay. So in this card, I don't see any connection at all. I do see hope. I see that there's a dove over there. Is there another dove? Sometimes the images in the picture, I don't even know if that's a dove, but it's a white bird. And the bird is, the white dove is symbolic of the Holy Spirit and peace. I had a dream one time with one white dove. That'll be a story for another time, for my weeklies. And it was, in my dream, it was very supernatural, and it was one of the biggest signs I've ever had. So whenever I see the white dove, I think of hope, I think of the Holy Spirit, and I think of whatever your spiritual team is made up of, your ancestors, spirit guides, maybe just Jesus, maybe Archangel Michael, whatever, but they're there to tell me that you're on the right path. These two are just not facing each other right now. So let's see, why are they not facing each other? Why is the King of Pentacles looking toward his divine counterpart, but she's not looking at him, and he's not really looking directly at her? And so there could be some distance. It's a card that fell on the floor. It means I gotta get off my seat. Get up off of your seat. Hold on. Come on over to dance floor. That's a Madonna song. Okay. What fell on the floor? 7 of Cups. But he's slow as a turtle. This relationship is slow as a turtle. Usually the 7 in the traditional tarot is about exploring options. But this looks like they're somewhat in union. They're not having sex, but they're in union. He's adoring her as he's holding her, but that turtle is telling me about something being really slow. What else do you want me to tell them, the single people watching? The single people, I have to say, because it could be male. I don't know, I don't think men are really into, I'm not taking these, into Valentine's as much as women are. I used to be crazy. I love Valentine's Day. But I used to be like, you didn't give me flowers on Valentine's Day when that's the easiest thing you can do, and I tell you to buy me flowers. I just say, all I want, just flowers and some chocolates. That's all I want. Flowers and chocolates. And if I tell you that and I didn't get it, February 15th, you are a single person. Because it's not like I'm asking for, you know, a car, a home, a Birkin bag, whatever. I'm not even into designer bags. I even hate pocketbooks, red bottoms, like all these material things. Like, you know, you want to buy me diamonds? Get me a Herkimer diamond. You can get it down at the at a spiritual store for, like, you know, depending on the quality. Some Herkimer diamonds are, you know, more expensive than others, but it's a stone. You know, I think this one was more like 40 bucks. But, you know, like, I will give you the simplest, easiest things. And in the past, if you didn't do those simple little easy things because your ego was wrapped up with, I'm not going to do the Valentine's, it's a Hallmark commercial holiday and I'm not going to do it, your ass was single on February 15th. Strength. Is this the strength? Oh, sure is. You're going to need a lot of strength. Like your ego, like, I'm not going to give her that because I'm told to do this, you know. Men on Valentine's Day, if you're told to bring flowers, chocolates, and maybe a text message, your best bet is to get out of your ego and do it. If it makes her happy, why not do it? Who doesn't want to make their counterpart happy? You know, especially if it's the little things. But if your ego gets in the way, boy, so destructive. You can just literally screw yourself over from your ego. You know, ego is not, it is a tool, because an ego can propel you to do things that you would be afraid to do, right? So if the ego comes in, it's like, yeah, I can do that. And then you do it and your ego pushes you. But that's the only time your ego will serve you. If it's going to get in the way because you're trying to be this macho, no woman's going to tell me what to do, you're going to lose. You know what I like about this? This. Ah, I love that feeling. Okay, one more, and then I'm going to move on. Because this is a love reading, and I don't see, it's love, but I see heart-to-heart conversations. I see a lot of lovers being separated on a day like today, which is sad, but not unusual. I mean, it is, there's still a pandemic. So, she's reminiscing. She's looking back. 6 of Cups. She's looking back. Maybe she's reading old text messages. Maybe he's reading old text messages. Maybe she's reflecting like, do I really want this? Is this really real? Should I even be asking the universe for these things? Is this what my heart really wants? Like, she's reviewing and reflecting. This card can also represent reconciliation where a separation had occurred. So we don't have a lot of union here. We have a lot of battling with the ego. I mean, this was probably the only one, but again, slow as hell. Maybe because this person wants this person, but yet still wants the other options. And this king who can really make things happen is not seeing his counterpart because she's looking down. They are distant. They need to face each other because this union is sacred. But keep hope alive, because you can manifest this. You can manifest a miracle. You just have to believe it. You have to act as if it were, even though it's not there. Have that crazy faith. What's crazy is you only need the faith the size of a mustard seed, and you can tell that mountain to be moved if you really believed it. That's crazy people believe that stuff. Crazy people make shit happen because they're crazy enough to believe it, my beloved. Even though you're physically apart, if you're waking up in the morning, if you're going to bed with that person in your mind and in your heart, it don't matter who's physically near you, because a person that is here and here is closer to you than anybody else. You just need to play together. You need to make the effort to find a way to play, to find a way to have that heart-to-heart conversation. Okay, keep an open mind when they call. Don't Queen of Swords, don't King of Swords. Be an open mind. You know what you need with an open mind? An open heart. And when the mind and the heart are congruent, the conversations are miraculous. The conversations are filled with love and unity and balance. The conversations are about growth. Okay? Healing those family issues. So now I'm going to bring out a non-love deck, the Ghetto Tarot, to see if we can get some more wisdom about love, about the love life, about your love life, about where you are in your love life. This Ghetto deck is heavy. It is so heavy that it's, see, I'm trying to break it in. You can see how I've been, sometimes I just sit on the couch and I just shuffle the cards to just break them in, but this is like made out of bricks. It's like, I can hardly see that. And then my fingers are like sore the next day. So anyway. Oh. I love to love you, baby. Queen of Brooms. She's the Queen of Wands. This is Leo. Aries or Sagittarius, fire, or somebody with fire. But even without the astrology, sometimes I don't even like to put astrology into this because I don't want people to think that if it's, you're not a fire sign, this isn't you. But we're talking about fire, we're talking about the heart, we're talking about red, flaming fire. But this, to me, is the divine masculine, divine feminine. But there are feminines out there with a lot of masculine energy. But the Queen of Brooms, the Queen of Wands, is on the table. What do you want us to know about this Queen of Wands? You guys, listen. If the King of Brooms, which is the King of Wands, if that card comes out of this deck, I'm doing a cartwheel right in my living room. Yes, I will. Woohoo! 2 fell out. Let's see. Okay, well, it's not the king, but it is about love. So, I mean, look at the deck. There's a lot of cards in here, and we're pulling up big love. This is I'm fallen in love. Somebody's fallen in love. You either have fallen in love, and you're still waiting, or you're about to fall madly, deeply in love. Love to love you, baby. Love to love you, baby. So close to me. What's the next card? And he's moving towards you. He's like, yeah, let me get this going. Let me get this journey going. Sorry, let me turn this down. Let me get this journey going. So there's movement. So maybe this one here is finally taking some action. It's transportation. Boat, car, plane, train. Remember my last reading, I said road trips are back. Been reading about a lot of road trips. People are, you know, getting in their cars and driving 3-4 hours. You know? It's good, especially if you're working from home like me. It's good to take your car out. I thought about going up north. I actually was going to go to the ice castle. So if ice castles, look it up. There are different locations. But, of course, they were sold out this weekend. So I thought, I was going to treat myself, like take myself out on a date. That's what I do. Like, I have no problem, none, zero issue going to a bar and sitting at the bar by myself. I have one of my favorite things to do, especially when I was traveling, and sometimes I used to hate when I used to travel, you know, restaurants at airports they've come a long way. I will go, most exciting time in between, like flights, is having that meal and that drink, and like I have my social media, my book, whatever. Sometimes I have to try really hard not to have any eye contact, because if I just look up for 1 second, there's a man over there. Hi, are you business or play? It's like, ladies, if you want to meet men, leave your girlfriends at home. Leave them at home. And if you're scared about going out by yourself, you have your phone, you have your book, you can enjoy your glass of wine and your meal. And I actually prefer to go alone. Dinners alone. You know what I like to go alone? Movies. Don't bother me. I don't go to the movies much at all. I don't watch a lot of movies. Just because I just don't. I just haven't invested time into movies. And I tend to fall asleep. But when I do go to a movie, like a movie that really calls me to go to the theater, I'll go by myself. Because I'm the high priestess and I'm not scared of anything. And neither should you. In fact, I challenge you in 2021, single ladies, because the men don't have a problem with this. By yourself, go to a bar, go to the restaurant. Like, you know, when things start to open up, like go to a park, you know, have your lunch outside. When you're by yourself, you're far more approachable. The problem that you may have is trying not to look up and get any eye contact to give. Because men, sometimes they don't understand the signals properly. They think just because you look at them that means that you want them. Until they come over to this high priestess, Queen of Wands, and I'm like, yeah. You know, sometimes they get the hint, sometimes they don't. But anyway, beautiful song. I used to play this in my yoga class in Final Shavasana. Okay, let's go. So we got the high priestess on the table. What do you want us to know? She's intuitive. She's using her intuition. Or because this card came out after the transportation, maybe the man finally got an intuitive hit and decided to go with his heart. Because a lot of men live here in logic. Women do too, but men more so, and women are here. But I promise you, if you can get this and this, the heart and the mind, to work together and be congruent, you will become unstoppable. You will not doubt the direction. You won't doubt it. And if you cannot trust your mind because your mind is filled with thoughts and fears and ego and all of that, that's when meditation comes into place. You know, you can't meditate, go for a quiet walk. Use music. Listen to music and go out for a walk. Feel your body. Breathe deeply. Connect to your physical body. That's one of the fastest ways to get present, is to be in touch with your body. Speaking about getting in touch with your body, I know this doesn't have to do about love, but I got a tripod in the mail. My Amazon.com package came in days earlier than it should have. I think that's a sign. I have a tripod. I'm going to start teaching yoga classes. Not big, long classes, but I'd like to teach, 15, 20 minutes so that maybe it can help you with your meditation. When they fall on the floor, dang it, hold on. So stay tuned for that. That's my Valentine gift to you, is free classes for meditation. That's it we have. Yeah, options. Too many. Lots of options that can confuse you. If it's not a lot of options that you have, it's a lot of people's energy getting in the way of this and getting in the way of this, because this is a love reading. So somebody, whether you or your counterpart, too many options. But this person, the Knight of Brooms, wants to move in fast on one of them. But you have to be careful with the Knight of Brooms, because usually he's impulsive and he wants to move fast, and he probably only wants one thing. Like, he wants to satisfy, like most men. They want to satisfy their lust. So be careful on that. I don't want that song. So let's see, after the Knight of Brooms, there's some action. There was... Whoa! Hold on. It's always this heavy deck, because the cards are heavy. Hold on. It's better be good. Chariot. Transportation. They say this is the sign of Cancer. I think the number is supposed to be 7. Yeah, 7. So, but the Chariot is on his chariot. He didn't look like it on here, and here it looks like he's standing on stuff. Not really moving, but in the traditional tarot, he's moving. Or she. Flip it as you need to flip it. Okay? Dun, da, da, da! I'm on the hunt, because I want what I want. And he's moving fast. Maybe because you've explored. Finally, you got your mind and your heart right, and you were able to come to an intuitive decision. That's why you're on this boat moving, because you're in love with the Queen of Wands. Stop playing. Stop acting like you're not. All right. One more. I'm going to go to a fortune cookie, and this is almost 40 minutes. I still want to do a regular weekly. I usually do that at night by the fire. I'm definitely going to have a fire, because I want to celebrate Valentine's Day as if I'm celebrating it with my life partner. I'm going to be by the fire. I have heart-shaped peppermint patties, and I'm going to munch on those with a glass of wine. And maybe I'll do a quick little video tonight by the fire. So stay tuned. This song keeps coming up a lot. This song is coming up a lot. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So if this song means something to you, I officiated 2 marriages. I officiated 2 for a niece and a cousin, and they both walked down the aisle with this song. It just hit me. And I did a picture video. It was one of those templates, and it had this song as the snippet, and I thought that was interesting. But the lyrics in the picture with the animated picture was about waiting. Like, I've been waiting. So a lot of you are waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, I'm surprised temperance hasn't come up. But so if you're waiting, be of good cheer while you're waiting, and dress up and get sexy for yourself. Have a fire and a glass of wine, and buy your own flowers and eat your own chocolates. Take care of yourself like the way you would take care of somebody else, or the way somebody else would take care of you. If you're waiting, then that's a time for you to just continue to love on you. So what's this? Page of fire. Page of fire. Page of machetes. Communication. Swords are about intellect, cutting to the chase, and communication. But it's page, so it's like the communication that you need to speak needs to be out of the lower vibration. So no gossip, no he said, she said. You got to come to your own thinking, not what everybody else is saying. Stop picking everybody's brain and pick your heart. Come, this is a call to, again, it's for communication, but it's a call for grown up communication. It's a call to grow up and talk. Yeah. 8, he's like, what's out there? He's trying to clean up his own area, but yet he feels stuck because he's looking out, but he's got a lot of work to do. He's got a lot of cleaning up to do, but he's looking on the horizon like, what else is out there? I know what's out there. I want what's out there, but I'm over here sweeping up this stoop, cleaning up my own mess, and I feel stuck. But you're not stuck because the broom's up against the wall here, and you're holding the broom. If you wanted to drop that broom and walk, you could, but you can't because you don't, because you won't. Okay, fortune cookie. So, not so sexy. Let's see what's in the bottom of this deck. Ah, the bottom of the deck. It's the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords. Usually in the traditional, the 2 of Swords is like indecision, a conflict or a choice. A difficult choice, but this one here, he's on his knees. Well, not exactly on his knees, but he's bending his knees, and he's offering her a flower. She's not sure if she's going to take it, though. She's like, oh, is that a flower? Is that a flower you're offering me? Now you want to offer me a flower? And he's like, but I want to offer you the flower, but I want to offer you more. So he's offering her more than just the flower. What is he offering? I don't know. Maybe friendship. That would be a great start, because I think true love starts with friendship. Okay, but he wants to offer something more than just a booty call. Bottom of that deck. Let's see the bottom of this deck. Ha! As he's offering, somebody's refusing. Damn, this is like polar opposites, people. So you've got somebody who wants to make an offer and someone who's like saying, no, I'm not gonna take this. I have all these cups here. I don't want this cup. I don't want this cup. I don't want this cup. I want to offer this cup. But she's not taking it. So he's not taking it. She's not taking it. We got 2 people apart who need to talk, who are acting stupid, who are acting in their ego, because the male wants to give here, but then the male doesn't want it here. I don't know, man. This is some... To heal when you're hurting so much. Love takes time. Was blind. Inside. Love takes time. Maybe that's why we saw the turtle, huh? Let's get into some good fortune. Let's end this. Is this a love reading? I see a lot of still living in the ego. I still see communication needing to happen. I see somebody wants to make a move. But somehow, I don't know. Let's see. Reflection. Maybe that's what's happening right now. Maybe that's why they're still refusing to come together. Ooh, friendships in your life may come to an end. Others could blossom and become stronger. All right. So, endings and beginnings, that's what this feels like to me. And it's about friendships. And what did I say just a second ago? Like, true love to me starts with friendship. Friendships. Being a friend. At least for me it is. Like, you can't just come in and sweep me off my feet and be a lover. You have to be a friend first. And this card is saying, in the reflection of looking in your heart, because if you've been living here too much, this will mess you up. This will keep you up at night. And if you don't sleep, you can't hear this, right? But the reality is, sometimes certain people have to go. If you're bringing in new friends, right, and you like to keep your life in balance, Sometimes it means letting old relationships go. Because not all your friends are going to be happy for you if you decide that you're going to follow your heart and create a beautiful life with somebody new and have a new best friend. Well, your old best friends are not going to like that. They're not going to like it. I've never heard of a situation where some friends had to go because you need to make room for a lover friend and they were happy about it. I don't know about that. But we got this before. Luck is on your side. Luck is on your side, whoever you are. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. Excellent time for networking. So excellent time for this reflection. Look at it. I can't even pick it up. It's not like I have nails. I know, 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 I know. He's like, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. It's not good when she's gone. It's not good when I don't have my sunshine. One more. Assert yourself. Assert yourself. This is, I don't ever have a problem asserting myself. You know, I believe in going for what I want, but I also believe in making a move and then waiting to see how it manifests. If you make a move and then you wait and you see what comes back. But I don't believe asserting myself and making a move and making a move and making another move. No. You make one move, you sit back and you watch. Assert yourself. Go for what you want. The time is right for soulmate connections. Birth of a child is also likely. I've been hearing about that birth of a child in like every reading. I'm past that. I'm 53, so the kitchen is closed. Grandbabies are an option, but I don't have any say about that. That's somebody else's free will, my son and my daughter-in-law. But sometimes the birth of a baby can also be the birth of like a business. Because remember, your love can also be a person, but it also could be the love of whatever your purpose or your business is, okay? But it's saying you got to assert yourself. So there have been some cards that have come up about having that difficult conversation, healing, some movement. We've got a little bit of stubbornness where somebody wants to offer and the other one's saying no, and then the one that was saying no wants to offer and then the other one is saying no. I mean, there's some ego stuff going here, but probably because there's no communication. There's no one's talking, you know? Assert yourself, but then step back and let's see what happens. Every move you make is gonna create some sort of energy movement. I think we're complete, except I want to look at the bottom of the deck of the cards we just looked at, since I did that with the others. This one says passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present time, so enjoy it. That's passion. Passion is everything. I don't know what it means to you, but passion is very, very important to me. Probably because that's just my makeup. I'm a very passionate person. Bottom of the deck. Past life relationship. So the person that we are talking about is not somebody new. You know this person because they're from your past. Either immediate past or maybe past lives. Like maybe you've had many, many past lives with this person and that's why you feel a connection. Okay, so this is it. The only advice I'm going to have at this point is follow your intuition. Love yourself today. If you don't have a Valentine, be your own Valentine. Have a glass of wine, eat your chocolates, smell the flowers, go buy yourself some flowers. I'm going to go and have a romantic, passionate time sitting by the fire. Maybe I'll watch a romantic movie. I don't know. I tend to love... The movie that I love, that I would recommend on a day like today, is Twilight. The whole series. That's the only movie that I can watch again and again and again and again and always get something out of it. And that Twilight and the Twilight Continues or whatever the series is, that's the movie to binge watch. If you're going to binge watch anything, you have to binge watch the Twilight series. I don't know why. I just connect to that movie. Be your best Valentine. Love yourself. Spoil yourself. And every day, act as if it were. Act as if you already have your mate. And for those who are sitting by the sidelines, I'm telling you, if you're moving too slow, if you're moving like the turtle, honor your pace. I don't believe in rushing things, but just know that luck is on your side if you decide to go a little slower. But some of these cards here are showing me that somebody else is rushing in. So whether you want that or not, it's up to you. Everything's always about free will, right? Everything's about free will, which is why I don't dig or play around with black magic, because that shit will backfire if you try to intercept the free will of another person. That's no bueno. I hope you had a beautiful, loving day, and I hope you always do something fun, and stay tuned. This is the love reading. I don't know how much love came out of this, but some hard lessons and some things that still need to happen. And tune back into my page, or wherever you're watching this, whether you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube channel, which is what I'm trying. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I would greatly appreciate your donation would be liking the video, maybe even commenting. You know, sometimes people don't like to comment. They don't like other people to see what's going on. I totally understand that. But you can like the video, and I don't know who you are. I never know. We don't track the likes. YouTube doesn't allow you to track the likes. It's not like Facebook and Instagram. So you can hit like and still be anonymous. And I would really appreciate that. And keep tuning in. And I may be back with a little bit of fire tarot. And yeah, and I love you. How about that? Peace. Oh, Madonna's closing the reading out. I am for what I ain't. Peace.